So Eminem's Kamikaze just dropped out of nowhere a few days ago, and since I'm a big fan and always have been of hip-hop, I decided fuck it, I'll give it a listen and maybe say my thoughts on it. So I've been seeing a lot of mixed reviews of this album, so I really didn't know what to expect going in, and I must say it's really not as bad as I thought it'd be. Anyway, let's just fucking get into it. So it starts off a bit edgy. I was expecting new school Eminem to come out, and he sort of did, beat-wise, but it was mixed with a little more old school flow. You know, it was M's signature arithmetic rap throughout the whole album. Bar a few songs, a couple of songs, but I liked that. The beats, however, I didn't mind them, but I think they could have been a lot better. For example, the beat on Greatest was much better than others in my opinion, whereas the beat for The Ringer and Lucky You had a much more trap feel on it. It really wasn't my taste, you know. If M went full old school and pulled out that wacky crazy shit he used to be known for, I 100% think he would have got so much better reception on this project. I just can't help but feel like he really missed out on that, and that goes for pretty much his whole album, honestly. Now this is a running theme throughout this album, just diss after diss after sneak diss after diss. It's fucking great. He had to ruin it with Jordan Lucas. Okay, don't fucking hang me yet. We'll get there in a bit. But anyway, for example, this bar right here, I can see why people like Lil Yachty, but not me though. Not even dissing, it just ain't for me. And then he goes on to say, maybe Stan just ain't your cup of tea, maybe a cup's full of syrup and lean. And I really like this. I really like this bar. Obviously, other than humbly dissing Lil Yachty, I don't even know how to say that guy's name. Lil Yachty? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking listen to him. He goes on to take a piss out of the entire culture surrounding mumble rap. In my script here, I wrote down surrounding shitty mumble rap. That says my opinion on it. But anyway, maybe Stan, M's magnum opus, maybe what even some hardcore M fans would say. And I'll put the charts up for Stan on the screen. If that wasn't your thing, maybe your thing's more for posers who claim they use drugs, like lean, but only for reputation and seem cool, That's the entire culture sort of surrounding mumble rap nowadays, and that's what M is dissing on this entire album. And it's great. Songs like Stepping Stone was a very nice change of pace from the album. It reminded me of something like the Marshall Mathers LP, where I felt like there's a lot less of a front and M uses music as a personal outlet. I like that a lot. There was a lot of emotion in that song, definitely one of the best on the album. Right, yeah, I forgot to mention my opinions on Jordan Lucas. Whack. Alright, no. Seriously, but I really didn't like the song he features on, Lucky You. It's like M's going for the same song that he's dissing so much in the album. It's not mumble rap, sure, but the skirt type of shit I'm really not into. I fucking hate that. It's probably my least favourite song on the album, but remember, this is all just my opinion, so if you like this type of song, it's good for you, who am I to say what to fucking like? I don't care. Like what you like, man. Alright, not alike. The song was quite similar to The Ringer, in the sense that the flow was pretty damn good on both M's part and Royce 5'9's, but the beat could have been better as an old school M beat. Once again, I know I might be saying that quite a bit. It was still pretty good though. It gave me some sort of 2013 Kanye vibes towards the end, which is a good thing. I loved the Migos sneak diss in the pre-chorus, where Eminem is just, in my opinion, he kind of destroyed it. So the lyrics should be on the screen here of the pre-chorus, but obviously this is a satire of Migos' bad and bougie by, just naming things that have no connection to each other, but they still rhyme. This is obviously a commentary on how mumble rappers just rhyme instead of flow, and this actually goes back to the skits where M's rambling on the phone about mumble rappers' weak dumbass rhymes to this Paul character. And I think that the fact this is obviously a sneak diss, he doesn't name anyone in the pre-chorus, it actually speaks louder volumes than straight up saying their names, I think, because if the listener can think for themselves, I think he's making fun of Migos here. I think he's poking fun at him. And by thinking that, I think the listener has just confirmed what M's been trying to say this entire time. Now, the title track, Kamikaze, this is more what I was talking about. So, the beat was wacky and the chorus, it was more wacky rather. The chorus with M singing as well as rapping made it feel like such a throwback, and this makes it my favourite on the album by far. If only every other song on this album was good or better than this song, this probably would have been my album of the year. I can't remember this track enough, honestly. I can't recommend this track. Did I say remember? I'm tired. It's like 3 AM. Alright. I can't recommend this track enough, though, seriously. I absolutely fucking love this one. So, you know, these bars here, Kamikaze pilot, I wrote my suicide note, here comes the guys in white coats trying to stop me, you know, that just threw it back so much for me, you know, and how he compares himself to Richard Ramirez, serial killing every beat there is, that's fucking great. I fucking love that, you know, it really cemented it as an old school M tune. I loved it, and, you know, there are similar bars in other songs, sure, but that's not what I'm saying. At all. What I'm saying is all factors of the song came together, really, to turn it into a throwback to old school Eminem. Now, after the calm, comes the storm. Nice guy. Jesse Reyes' voice makes me want to fucking kill a child. Let's just get that out there. I cannot stand her fucking voice. You know, maybe it's just a pet peeve I have, but I can't fucking stand it. Bitch sounds like a fucking 3-year-old throwing a tantrum. Other than that, this track was more experimental than others, with the suck my dick coming in, you know, with the suck my dick coming in, you know, it's pretty cool. I like that, you know, maybe it was just a comparison between the fucking voice, man, god damn, you know, but like I said, maybe it's just my opinion. I give this song a 6 out of 10. Good Guy is much better, probably my third favourite on the album. It was just a really nice beat, you know, harmonic and easy going, yet it was a great flow, and Jesse Reyes comes in at the end. Alright, seriously though, she's not as bad on this track. At least Baby isn't throwing a fucking tantrum, you know what I mean? Venom's the last song on the album, and I don't really have much to say about this, honestly. It's good, it's catchy, but it didn't really fit on this album, I feel, honestly, especially as a closer. I know this was a single for the film Venom, and it should have stayed that way. Not in a bad way, I just sort of imagine M throwing it on the end and being like, yeah, whatever, let's call it a day, you know? Alright, it's time to wrap this up and give it a final score out of 100. For Eminem's 2018 surprise album, Kamikaze, I give it a 74 out of 100. I just like rating things out of 100, it makes me seem smarter and it's more accurate, so fuck off. It was a good album, I'm not complaining. Well, I am, I guess. It's just because it could have been so much better. I think M, instead of shooting for the moon and landing amongst the stars, he sort of shot for the sky and landed on an above average height building. Oh, and one last thing, I appreciate the cover art being a nod to Life is to Ill by Beastie Boys, which I might just say is one of, if not my favourite hip-hop album of all time. So, thanks for watching everyone, more reviews coming soon. If you enjoyed this, I might do a separate video with all the bars I loved from this album, otherwise this video would be way too long. So anyway, subscribe for much more music content. I might start doing more stuff like this, and yeah, have a good one.